Hello and welcome everyone. I am Jamaican Youth, and in this video I will be having a conversation on the culture and music of the Dominican Republic with some friends of mine. They're a couple that were born in the Dominican Republic and currently now lives in the United States. We'll be talking a little bit about the history of the Dominican Republic and especially the relationship it has with Haiti. It's something I've always been curious about, coming from Jamaica myself, and Jamaica being a country in close proximity to the Dominican Republic. I always wanted to visit, and so this is an opportunity to hear a little bit more about it. So I do hope you enjoy. Before we begin looking at the conversation, I want to ask you to like and to share and to subscribe to this channel, as it will help the channel grow. If you can't subscribe, or if you're not able to, giving it a thumbs up, give it a big thumbs up, will help. And then you can also share so that we can get more eyes on it. There's a lot of curiosity about out there on the Dominican Republic, and so I think you'll find the conversation very interesting and inspiring. And hopefully you'll be able to even visit. As you know, we are about traveling and about, visiting different places around the world. So without further ado, here is our conversation on the culture and music of the Dominican Republic. So I just kind of wanted to start off by asking you if you could just tell me your names and where are you from your perspective.
My name is Juan Pablo. I am from Dominican Republic.
¿En qué parte?
In La Vega. This is La Vega. This is in the center. It's something then between in the north, but going to. This is something.
Like the heart.
The heart of
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Is that close, like to Santiago?
Yep.
Yeah, really
Okay.
close.
Right
30
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though Santiago is the one that is called the heart of the Dominican
Yeah.
Republic,
Oh,
La
okay.
Vega is the real heart.
Is the real heart.
Yeah, and I was born in San Francisco de Macorís, really close to La Vega.
Okay.
But I grew up in Santo Domingo. All my
Okay.
life, everything that I knew was from Santo Domingo, the capital, the main city.
Okay. And could you tell us your name?
Oh, that's right. My name is Karen Peralta Martinez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, like your background in the DR, and what it was like growing up in the DR.
I was living in La Vega until 16 years old. After that, I moved to the capital, Santo Domingo, because I was in the seminary for being pre-apprised.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was there 6 years, studying philosophy, theology, Bible, so this way. After that, I was studying for being teacher. I finished my career in like philosophy in the university. I got another bachelor in the other university in education, mentioned letters and philosophy. I have in another university a master's degree in school administration, in management school. I was teaching, maybe I have teaching
Since you were like 20
years. No, 10 years, 10 years, because after that I was principal in the first international school in Dominican Republic, in one area not far to my city where I was born. So after that I moved to another farm, in the morning, just coordinating a strategy from the government in combination with the private university, just about supervision school with teacher with low educational skills, and just having for them experience, materials, seminaries, something like that, for increase their knowledge about education in different areas. So I have lived in different cities in my country. I know, yeah.
So you know the country quite well.
Yeah, really well. I like that. I like travel, and that this is my experience about linguistic, because this is my main area, studying linguistic. So I know a lot about what different dialect in my country in the 4 areas.
Okay.
And something like what is from the culture and different, because we are a country, but we are really identified in a specific area with different country from different another country. This is not just from Spain. We have a specific area from Africa, from England, different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that some more. And what about you? Like, how was your time growing up in DR?
In the DR, I was there my first 18 years. When I was 18 years old, I came to the country, to the US. So growing up there was good. My mom, she had her own business, and if we were not with my mom, we were to be with my family, my mom's side. My parents got divorced when I was young, so I didn't see my dad all the time, but I was always surrounded by family, friends growing up. It was mainly in Santo Domingo, although some summers I were to be going to the countryside where my dad was from and spend some time with him and his family. So growing up was good life, I would say. I did not lack a lot of things. I went to private school growing up and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you transition from the DR to Pittsburgh in particular? What brought you to Pittsburgh?
Well, I applied to grad school. I'm currently pursuing a PhD in biology. So that's what brought us here. But we wanted to come back to Pennsylvania, particularly because my mom, when we came to the US, we started living in the Lehigh Valley, so really close to Allentown, Bethlehem, that area. We wanted to be closer to my mom, as prior to that we were very far away. We were in Utah. So yeah, that's how we got into Pittsburgh.
Okay, interesting. And I kind of want to get into a little bit about the history of the DR. There are some other things I want to get to, but what do you know about like the history of the DR, and what you can share with the audience to give us like a better understanding of how the country became what it is today, like anything like colonialism or just the history of the Spanish in the DR, etc.
In general?
Yes.
In general, Dominican Republic has a lot of history behind, how do you say, bastidores? Backstage.
Yeah, backstage, yeah.
Yeah, backstage.
Okay.
Yeah, so what that means? That means Dominican Republic has the big history with Haiti. In Haiti, we share the island with Haiti. Haiti, this is now is poor country, unfortunately, because France was there, Spain was there, England was there. So people think in Dominican Republic they're responsible for over before independence in my country, that the responsible was Haiti, but this is not true. Behind Haiti was another country, rich country, with culture, more culture. In that case, when I say culture, I say something like powerful economy. So we grow, we die in our brains like Haiti is not our brother or our sister. Haiti is our enemy. And when we got another dictator, Rafael Leonidas Trujillo, for 31 years, and started by 1930 until 1961, he was really racist against Haiti, just Haiti people from Haiti. No, not against people from China, not against people from Spain, not against people from the United States, no. He was really racist, and that was the seed in the history that put it in our anthropology, like Dominican, for thinking Haiti is responsible for we were not free in one time in the history. So this is something like I feel responsible because we are racist. My sentence, my idea is something like racist anthropologically passive. Something like we are racist but passively, not directly. Because if we see people, black people, we say nothing, this is normal. But in our speech, it's different.
You mean like when you talk amongst yourselves?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
But even before, like the 1900s and what happened with Trujillo, even before that, I think our history during that colonization time, our history was marked by that division when we were, at least from history written in the books, we were told that the French that were installed in Haiti, as well as the Africans that were brought there, they wanted our space. And even before that time, they were like that starting of making or trying to fight for something to be yours, to grab something and have it for you and your family or whatever. You had to have like that defensiveness and that you know, kind of the sense of that other, and this is me. So even before Trujillo, we had that history in which we saw our partners, because we're one island, our partners as being
a small island,
another group, right? So yeah, during the time of colonization, we still had that, and it has surpassed time and it has transcended, and still today, I want to say that sometimes I feel embarrassed because a lot of Dominicans do not really understand where they're, you know, who we are, because we're black. We're a black community, even though we think we're not. And that's something that I would say, I haven't done anything on this, but I would say majority of Dominicans do not understand their identity. And it comes also and contributes also to that fight with not identifying Haiti as a partner, but as an enemy or as someone else that doesn't deserve to be here, kind of. So it's a weird history in terms of colonization. Yeah, Spain was the group that were in there, and throughout those years we had priests that were installing there, and our culture now is heavily Catholic, although it's changing a little bit too, but it's heavily Catholic, and that comes from the colonization time and Spain time in our country. And I think we had like one time where Spain was there, and then we kind of became independent, and then we had a governor that sold us back again to Spain. So we've always had like that dependency kind of thing. And today we're independent. It's been what, since 1844 I think we've been independent of any other colony or from Haiti, because Haiti at some point governed us as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Haiti governed the Dominican Republic at one point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then our independence, the one that is in the books, it's from Haiti.
From Haiti?
Yeah.
And when was that?
1844, I would say.
Of independence?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1844.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a mix of colonies in there, but Haiti was, at the time, was independent already. I think Haiti got their independence.
The first country in Latin America.
Yes.
To get their independence, yeah.
I want to come back to the Haiti question because I want to dig a little bit deeper in that. But just a few things earlier, like What is the current estimated population of the DR right now?
11 million.
Yeah.
About 11 million people.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are some of the? I know, like when people are going to the DR, they always say Punta Cana is the, you know. But what are some of the other cities in the DR that you would, you know, recommend?
This question for me could be weird because I can say all the country. Yeah, because I know my country. I don't have a specific place. For me, Dominican Republic is a special, complete, entire place. I can say for you Monte Cristi. I can say for you Samaná, Puerto Plata. I can say for you La Vega, Barahona, Pedernales, San Juan de la Maguana. Because I know.
There's a lot.
But people sometimes just know place with river or beach, something like that. No another place without tourists, without building. For example, Monte Cristi is a big example because Monte Cristi is close to Haiti, but this is beautiful place, you know, and the tourist industry is not currently making some, how do you say,
investment
in this place.
Which I think is great. I love that. Yeah,
because
that way
it
you
keeps
don't.
it authentic.
Yeah, exactly. And that way you're not diluting the culture in some way, because now if you go to Punta Cana, it's no longer a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, but you can find another issue. The tourists in this kind of country is money. And without tourists or agriculture issue, we continue just exploring just one area.
How large, because I know in Jamaica, for example, tourism is a large part of our GDP.
Yeah.
What percentage?
I think it's the first. That's the first one, tourism, right?
Yeah, the tourists. This is
number one.
It's the main. Yeah, it's the main source.
And it's a very popular tourist destination. I know. That's you know, I'm still surprised I haven't been there living so close. But I know I did talk to you about you know, the language, and I know that Spanish is the main language, but there are some other languages.
No.
There are no other languages?
Dialects?
Dialects.
Yeah, dialect, but it's the same language.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same Spanish language.
It's the same Spanish.
What do you call? Because like in Haiti, for example, their dialect is called Creole. It's just a mix of
Creole,
French, and something local.
But Creole is now a language, no dialect.
It's not a language.
Yeah, because it's different. People is growing with Creole. You can find people that don't understand French, because Creole was born in the poor community.
Right.
People without education, people without opportunities, without money. So
it doesn't have any French mix with it?
No. Before yes. But now it has changed suddenly, you know. The issue is really big, and you can find people speaking Creole that don't understand French. Yeah.
Well, but I think that's different from it not having any French. I think people that know Creole, they might not know French, but Creole itself, it has that French.
Speaking over the linguistic area.
Yeah.
Yes, Creole is from French.
Yeah.
But now it has changed.
It's been classified as a language.
Yeah, it's really different.
Interesting.
And remember that this issue in linguistic, when you don't understand dialect, it's a language. This is in a language. This is what happened with Spanish, French, Portuguese, Italian. All of them is from Latin, Bulgar Latin, Bulgar. So when they was in one moment in the history don't understand between them, this is another language, and this is what is happening with the dialect. Dialect is changing. I understand people from Guatemala when they speak Spanish, but in some moment, in any moment in the history, they speak different dialect that another people in Spanish can understand them. This is automatically, this is another language.
So what is the dialect that is spoken in Dominican Republic? Is there a name for that?
Yeah, we have 4 dialects in Dominican Republic, but this is the same in Spanish. We have in the east, this is the dialect, this is Géminis. This is something that people add a T or D in the language. For example, salsa, they say salsa. Something like they move, add another, put in the D or T, but twice, salsa. But we have in the Cibao or North,
where we're from.
Where we're from, the people change. This is vocalings or vocalization, because people change salsa. The correct word is salsa, but people put in the I without where is al. They say salsa. Salsa.
Okay.
Bailar for bailar.
Bailar, that's dance.
Yeah, dance.
Okay. So L, the R.
Eat in Spanish, comer. We say comer.
Comer.
Okay. So, and we have another in the capital in Santo Domingo. This is another issue because the people keep the al, but putting the al where is supposed to be I or R.
Yeah. So
people
backwards.
say comer, say comel.
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 L instead of the R.
Yeah, comel. Another way.
Bailar.
Bailar. Vamos a bailar. But the movement is between 3 letters: L, R, I.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is different in the East. In the East is adding to a new letter.
Yeah.
But here is because in the South they use the really strong pronunciation with the R. They say bailar, but this is bailar.
Okay.
Bailar.
They are.
Yeah. Oponen comer.
Okay.
And when it's we're supposed to be I or R. This is the South with the R. In the North or Cibao with the I. In the capital with the R.
So everybody still is able to understand each dialect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thankfully. Yeah, I think there's not that much that happens besides that. It's, you know, when sometimes you were to speak it really fast and you don't know what they're trying to say, then it can become hard, but it's never impossible. It's like, it's totally possible. People can communicate and everything.
And someone from like Mexico or Guatemala or Honduras would still understand the dialect.
Depends.
It depends.
Depends. Because, you know, the regionalings are different. And, you know, Mexico has the bigger quantity of dialect in the Spanish in Mexico. Mexico has a lot of dialect, Spanish dialect, just in Mexico.
But if you were to think maybe someone that is educated that knows...
Oh, standard Spanish.
Yeah, standard Spanish. If they were to move to the DR, I think they would understand if also the person from the DR is aware that they need to also use the standard Spanish. But even if they are not, I think they can still understand a little bit, because I know from your friend, the Spaniard, Carmen Cañizales or something like that. That's her name, right? She moved from Spain to the DR to teach, and she was able to understand a lot of the kids, right?
Yeah, but remember, this issue was really different because that was a special students.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is, and she understand, but remember that people from Spain has more interaction like people from Mexico.
Yeah, with Dominicans.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, really? Say that again? People from Spain.
People from Spain has more interaction with Dominicans.
Okay.
Than we do with
Mexico or another. Well,
is that because a lot of Dominicans live in Spain, or why is that? Why do they have more interaction?
From my perspective, this is how do you say the síndrome de Caonabo? How do you say that?
That we praised our colonizadores.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird term for it. It's like the syndrome, very similar to that of the syndrome of Esso. what's
Stockholm?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No,
But
this is not Stockholm. No.
No, I know. But it's different because instead of Stockholm, it's the name of one of the indigenous people that we had in the Dominican Republic. So it's the syndrome of Caunabo. But I don't know.
I don't remember specifically if it is Caunabo.
Or
This I know is this is the history. We prefer going to the our side, going to the north, United States or Spain.
And going to Latin America.
South America.
Yeah.
Never South, never Central America. Never Haiti. We live in. I never have been in Haiti.
Everybody wants to go to Spain. So tell me something. What percentage of the population is indigenous today?
We don't have
0.
You don't have much of an indigenous
anymore.
population.
Disappear completely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because I thought that it would have a strong.
Yeah, we still have some in a little bit in the music, but even the history, it's tiny. We didn't have that much. There is like art, some art. A lot of people sometimes still have that conservation. Some of the ways maybe of how they might dress, but we really don't know how they dressed, what they ate. We know about yuca because it was there during like colonization time, but we really don't understand what was from the DR as an island prior to Spain, prior to France.
Oh, really?
So yeah, up until this point, we have a little bit of art that has been found in some of the caves, but nothing else. There's not a population anymore that represents indigenous people, nothing.
You can find history that in the carnival, for example, from Africa, history from Spain, but
nothing.
Nothing.
Because we don't know how they dressed, what they ate.
Because the Taino, that was the our
name for it.
Yeah, was eliminated before, really early.
Wow.
Maybe
What
10
about?
years.
What are the strongest musical styles that exist in
Merengue.
Merengue, bachata.
Merengue and bachata?
Merengue, bachata.
I think merengue is the national genre or something like that, and then bachata will be the next one that we identify, or we are also identified by the international community with.
So if I was to go clubbing in the Dominican in DR, what merengue would be the?
That's
I think
reggaeton.
Yep, exactly. You have mambo, reggaeton, and
you have the neo. This is not neo. This is dembow.
Dembow, yeah.
Dembow. This is the combination between reggaeton, reggae, mambo is something like local.
Yeah.
I think I know what dembow is.
Yeah, there's a lot of feet.
Yeah,
so if you were to go clubbing, that's what you're gonna be dancing. Not really merengue.
Dembow. How's that spelled? DEMBOW?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dembow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're saying dembow reggaeton is mostly
it's huge.
The club music. And in what situation would you listen to merengue or bachata? What's the type of scenario?
Depends the social class. Really.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This I will be directly with you. Yeah. With that. This is social class.
So the merengue is more for the upper class? Is that
you can find merengue everyone
throughout, across.
But it's really weird if you find people high class listening dembow.
Okay.
No, this is dembow. You can find really for poor community, poor place. People without study prefer think about how I can be famous if I sing dembow.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a new movement. We can change the history. This is this is music. This is something like this is identifying our culture now, and I can say this is bad or this is good. This is the new style.
And dembow is Dominican. It originated there. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a way for them to identify themselves and try to make a future out of it.
So
because you have merengue, which is like what everyone knows, but also what a lot of upper people enjoy, but they don't identify with. Bachata is like the romanticism, tragedy, drama kind of thing. So that's nothing that they identify with. They just want to express themselves and tell people about their reality from the neighborhood, their frustrations, the lack of opportunities and stuff like that. And that comes through in their lyrics, in dembow, and that's what people dance to. Sometimes like what they're imagining that they were going to be after they're famous, stuff like that. That's what mainly dembow, at least the lyrics are.
It's kind of like dancehall in Jamaica, and I want to actually do some investigation to see. I have to listen to it because I think I know what the rhythm in dembow is. But before I get ahead of myself, I will check it out before I.
You could identify because the letters or the movement dancing has something from Jamaica. Yeah, because reggaeton has something from them. We take that, and dembow. This is the mix between different.
I think it comes from this this artist called Shaba. He has a song called Dembow. Dembow.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, I got it.
I wonder if it's the rhythm from that.
And even all these songs, you have like one sentence or a few sentences that they just repeat themselves, and that's what the song is.
I'm gonna check it out because I'm curious about it.
Yeah, at least the dembow in the Dominican Republic that originated there, it's what we've been describing sometimes.
So if you go into the clubs, you would hear dembow. You'd hear some bachata as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about salsa?
Yes.
Okay. Merengue in the clubs as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
in the market now. The money is in the dembow.
Yeah.
The what?
In the market, in the industry music.
The music industry, yeah, because
what
that's
is making money? Dembow.
Oh, dembow.
People are dancing to that.
People dancing.
Majority, because most of the Dominican Republic, it's a poor country, so most of the people are listening to this genre, and that's what the money is coming.
That's where the money is coming from. Okay, I guess it's in some ways the dancehall in Jamaica as well. How long has this music been around, dembow?
5-10 years.
Between 15 and 10 years.
Oh, so it's relatively new.
It's new.
Yeah, it's very new. Yep.
And then what about the what was I gonna say? The popularity of salsa in DR.
Salsa is famous.
Because
it's listened to.
Yeah, we have singer. People listen really good.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have famous singer salsa film because we listen Ruben Blades, people from Puerto Rico. Like
Colombia,
we share history.
Listen to those already.
So
not many, but we
have some
salsa singers. Yeah.
What about the dance culture in the DR? Like I know that when I see people dancing to bachata or salsa, it seems very choreographed. Like everybody knows exactly. Is there anything like that?
Yeah. People like sometimes even on the weekdays, people were to go to the bodegas or los colmados, colmadones, como se le llama allá, like we call them there. People just dance and dance all afternoon, evening, nights at the colmadon.
Oh, okay.
They just dance and dance. Sometimes you were to go to a more formal thing and do it like that, but it's just at home in the streets that the people dance and learn how to dance and become really good, and from there to the internet.
Okay, so they learn from in the streets.
Yeah.
Because I always wonder how it seemed like every Latin person knows exactly what they have to do on the tour, and I tried.
It's interesting that we have Haiti next door, and we even in our history books we don't have their history. But we have like the history of the U.S. We have the history of sometimes Spain. Yeah.
That is deep. I honestly never knew the part about, the seeds that were planted earlier. I never knew that. I thought, well, I didn't think anything. I used to just wonder why it was that way, and I read about it. I never knew it was like that.
From the top, always come from the top. It's interesting.
Yeah, this is really interesting. This is the big issue with about us. But that's comment that we are making now, right? Could be racist in my country. Say you are not Dominican. We can get some issue, no big issue like here people hating. No. In Facebook maybe or Instagram, you are not Dominican. Traitor, just like that.
I was telling him sometimes also with Puerto Ricans. If you are friends with Puerto Ricans, people were to be like, "Oh, why are you friends with them?" Stuff like that. It's
Are there a lot of marriages between Haitians and DRs? No.
I don't know one.
What? I didn't understand.
Matrimonios entre haitianos
Oh yeah, I
y
know.
dominicanos.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can find more in the borderline, this area. Yeah, because this is really big bullying. If people can joke with you, if with Haiti, with people from Haiti,
it's like wow.
Yeah,
that's
you're fine. It's it's weird, but you're fine.
Okay. So I think I've asked you most of what I wanted to. I was really most curious about the music and the relationship with Haiti. But is there anything else that you think is like really unique about the DR that you think people don't know, but it would benefit us to know?
People from the Dominican Republic, we are really kind. Yeah, we are really
joyful.
We are always joking, and this is our here in the United States could be our weakness because people from the United States are really polite in the speech or the culture, that, but we are not. We can just go into your home without take a phone and say, "I'm here. What do you make for dinner?" Without
go open your fridge.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Very fresh like that too.
People would just come and okay.
Very fresh.
And for us, this is no way. Maybe
this is normal though.
Yeah.
This is normal. You can get, what happened with you? Oh, I have something. Okay, come on. But you can find another issue here. People say, oh, but this is late. Sorry. Bye bye. No, we can do that.
Oh, really?
Possible in our country to do that.
Really?
No, wait.
Wow.
And this is you can find really poor people that find food for people with less food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is really interesting, and even we have this little bit issue with Haiti, because this is why I say this is something passive, because we don't really demonstrate that until you are there, just looking at specific details. You can see that, but we are really kind. We are really with another really not sentimental. No, we are. We express our emotion.
Yeah.
And for us, Dominican Republic is the best.
Yeah.
And this is normally
that's probably has come through. Even with baseball, with the music, they just we are the best of the world.
So I hope you enjoyed that conversation. Thank you for watching, and until next time, there is more to the world than where you live. Have a good day, everyone.